while I was there, Liza was going to visit some of her relatives who lived in North Carolina.
Right.
So she came to Manhattan, where I was, and never left.
Yeah.
So that was that.
They goes, I'm staying now.
So anyway, we were in New York and she really took advantage of the cultural aspects of it. Like, we went to a lot of the museums, a lot of the places to go see. And when I had a deal going with the kid that went to Vegas, because when we were in Vegas, we came up with a tournament that we were going to sell to the major casinos. It was called the World Open Casino Classic. The World Open Casino Classic, what it was 5 different casino games that you would buy in at $10,000, and you'd be competing against anybody else that bought in to play these games. And you'd get points based on the different games, and the person who got the most points on a specified period of time would be the World Open Casino champion, because were playing blackjack, craps,
everything,
roulette, even Keno, which was ridiculous. So anyway, playing all the games is basically what it was. So we copyrighted it. Well, before we left, there was another fellow that we used to run with who actually wrote a script to a movie that they were turning into a movie. So we traded him, I think it was a third or half of our Casino Classic for half of his movie.
Right.
So now I'm back in New York, and the kid says, listen, I got a chance to sell the whole deal.
The movie or the casino?
The movie and the casino deal.
And
they'll trade us out for a business deal in California. So without anything better to do, I said, okay.
All right.
So we came to California to work the deal. And it was some kind of family entertainment thing that absolutely was just as crazy as everything else. And it didn't work out. So we came to San Francisco because I still had a friend that I went to college with who lived here. So I figured, let's go to San Francisco and see what's happening.
That was Bob.
And that was Bobby, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, that got us into California, and the weather and everything else is like, why not give this a shot? So, and it was interesting because Bobby at that time he'd been working for this furniture company.
Turn left on Duncan Street.
And we're on Duncan now. Yeah, he had been working for this furniture company, but had just left and went into partnership with another one of his friends that that bought into a company called Gems of the Golden West. And Gems of the Golden West, what they did was they were the ones that supplied the keychains to all the Grand Auto stores. And they also supplied different little gift items to the different national park systems.
Turn left on Church Street.
The guy that had been
Right
doing
on
that,
Valley Street.
had been doing it for probably 25 years. And over the years, he kept coming up with these different things that he thought might work. There's a parking place right there. Where are we going, though?
Nah, don't worry.
All right, we got plenty of time.
We got plenty of time.
So anyway, what happened was this guy does not have a light or something. So anyway, what I did was when I went over to Bobby's warehouse, I'm looking at all this stuff, which is brand new.
Right.
It just kind of stacked up in this one room. And I said, what are you going to do with all that? He says, I don't know. We're just kind of trying to figure it out ourselves. I said, I'll tell you what, I still have a van. I says, why don't you let me fill up the van with that stuff? I'll go get a place on Mission Street and see if I can just hustle it.
Right.
This is it, and there's that right there. So anyway, we would fill the van. What I did was at the El Centro Theater on 19th and Mission, they'd open at 6 o'clock at night for their show. Well, is that parking right? they'd open up at 6 o'clock at night for their show.
I think
So-
it's this one right here anyway.
It is.
This door right here.
Yeah.
Right here, right?
Yeah. We can get now. All I have to do is get parked.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah. So anyway, what I did, there's parking right there.
That is correct.
What I did was I rented the front lobby of the theater for $20 a day.
Ah,
And by renting that lobby and being on private property, the cops wouldn't hassle you and get you off the
right,
street.
right.
So every day we would go out there about 11:30, set up our little tables,
Uh-huh.
and hustle all this stuff. And whatever we got that was Bobby's, we'd split 50-50 split with them. We did that for 3 or 4 months. And we were making $200, $300, $400 a day. And it was enough. It was
Okay.
enough to get us an apartment and get us out of there.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I said I was doing those deals with all those properties. You're parked in front of a driveway.
No, the guy behind me is leaving, so
Oh, how sweet it is.
I didn't want to
Yeah,
sandwich him
yeah,
in.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, he
Why
can get
not?
out, and
That's
then I'll
perfect.
shoot in there.
So anyway, I had these mortgages. Remember, I was flipping houses.
Uh-huh.
I had these mortgages on these houses. I realized if I sold the mortgage, I could get maybe 50 cents on the dollar. So what I did was I traded the mortgages out for cars in Vegas, and then I drove the cars to San Francisco
Uh-huh.
and sold them here.
Is that right?
Yeah. So selling the cars here, I got a better return on my investment. So we had a little bit of money, and what I did was we were starting to run out of inventory too. So I thought, well,
You didn't go to thing yet.
with
Billings, Montana.
oh no, this is still in like 82, 83.
Uh-huh. Hold on a second. What's up, Dana? How's it going? Yeah. No, I'm a little bit busy right now, but everything good? All right. Did they bring my Audi that I picked up today? They bought it up there, right? No. I got one of my list guys that consigns cars for me. So, yeah. Yeah. All right, good. It's already smog, right? Because I checked out smog ready. All right, good. I'll see you tomorrow. There's a lot of cars tomorrow. I didn't look that much. I just came, picked up my car, and then I left. All right. Well, let me talk to you later. Okay, cool. No, I'm with Frank Bizzarro. We're gonna. Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye. Yeah. So
So anyway, what I did was you got them coming in now.
busy.
It's all right. We're in the office.
Eric, how's it going? Let me call you back. Oh yeah, let me talk. It's David's birthday, right? No, I'm busy. I'm working right now. All right, tell David I said happy birthday. Okay, all right, okay. Okay, sorry about that. Keep going.
That's all right.
Back with the show.
So anyway, what we were just about running out of inventory. And by the way, I had got into town, and while we were hustling on the street, I also got a job working at the San Jose Flea Market. At the auction down there.
Right.
Basically doing the same pitch that I was doing when I was in New York.
Right.
And that was on Saturdays and Sundays.
What year was this?
This was 1983, late 83, early 84.
Okay.
And then what I did was they was doing a
Auction City wasn't there yet.
No. What happened was also too, when I was in Vegas, I had a Pantera and a Ferrari and all this other shit. And I sold it at a Dean Cruz collector car auction.
Is that correct?
That's the
All of them.
first collector car auction I went to. And also I had a 57 Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham, which was a hand-built Cadillac.
Right,
It was
right.
That sucker cost more money than any American car made. But anyway, I had these cars and I sold them through Dean Cruz at the Tropicana Hotel in 1981.
Wow.
So I sold all those cars, but I had always had an interest in old cars. So anyway, what I did was Bay Cities was doing their annual collector car auction at Bay Cities. And I went and talked to Arnie Addison, the guy who owned Bay Cities.
Right.
And I said, hey, listen, I just sold my cars and I got a little bit of background in the auction business. Any chance of me, tying up with you guys? So he gave me my job. And then he said, listen, we're hiring ringmen. We just decided we're going to start using ringmen. This is 1983. So we just decided we're going to start using ringmen. And I'm going to put you to work and make $100 a day. And it's only like a 4-hour day.
Yeah, that's a lot of money back there.
By the end of the shift, he was paying me $200.
Ooh.
So Arnie doubled his deal. And then Don Nelson said, listen, if you want to go do some outreach, go to the different dealers trying to get their cars, etc. He says, I'll pay you, I think it was like $100 or $120, and I'll give you a car and expenses. If you go, I says, that means I make $500 a week going out to these dealers.
Right.
He says, yeah. And I said, I'll tell you what I'll do. I says, I'll get a business card from every dealer I go see. And he says, well, how many do you think you're going to go see? I says, how about if I go see 10 a day? He says, do it. So anyway, now I got a job on the weekends, I got a job on Wednesdays, and I got 4 days a week doing the other deal.
Right.
But what I decided was, if I saw 20 dealers a day, I could do 2 days' work in 1 day. So I'd start at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'd be there 7, 8 o'clock at night, hustling dealers. So I was now able to work 3 days a week and